son. Where'd you find this?
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
A few moments later.
You are now listening to Podcast 42, the world's most popular, inaccurate, and sometimes squirreled retelling of pop culture history.
So he put his bomb at like a Y-wave. Or is he a heavy gunner like a D-wing?
I don't get those references, so how do you
But
expect me to
Faraz
answer?
does.
Yeah.
I don't want Faraz to answer.
I
think-
because it's slightly uncomfortable for you.
I think slow and stay like a Y-wing.
Okay, so you bomb it at the end?
Yeah.
On that note, it's time for Podcast 42. I'm Christopher DeVos.
I'm Nicole Fasone.
JL Tros.
And I'm Faraz. Hey!
Like the fun.
And it is time for our second annual Big Brother. Pop Culture Big Brother.
And I still haven't watched an episode.
I'm surprised.
Frost kind of
I
half
watched
watched
an
one last
episode.
night.
Kind of, yeah.
There's
Last
a little person on it this year.
Yeah.
A little person bodybuilder, gay bodybuilder little person.
And he's Puerto Rican, so you can't understand what he says half the time.
That almost makes me want to watch.
You should watch it. It's great. This season is great. I'm so excited. And it's just the first week or so.
All right, well, before we get into the game, we need to warm up with some mood lighting.
Lights turned off again.
And open up that beer cooler.
JL beer cooler, it's cooler than you think. JL beer cooler, it's cool enough to drink. It's cool enough to drink, yeah.
The ghost.
Hey!
And then there was like...
What did you bring this week, JL?
I brought from 21st Amendment Brewery, Brew Free or Die IPA.
All right. The can looks awesome.
The can, I give a 6. We got Abraham Lincoln there, Mount Rushmore, and he's taken over, and he's going to punch me in the face? Is that what's going on in
Yeah,
this
he's going
can?
to punch you with flavor is what he's going to do.
Okay. And Teddy looks like he's enjoying it in the background.
Yeah, he's laughing at you.
It looks like Abraham's grabbing Teddy's nipple.
Is
And
it
he's-
just me or does Washington look nervous by this?
He does look nervous.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be a part of this. # me too.
And this is IPA, so I'm so happy you brought this.
And is that Jefferson being judgy?
Breaking you into the new house.
Judgy Jefferson.
Judgy Jefferson.
It says a IPA with a solid malt backbone and hoppy flavor. I'm excited.
I had Tara buy this
Okay.
based upon the label.
Okay.
Because
Good choice.
all
I
their
like it.
all their labels are kind of like this, so they're bold and they jump right out at you. I've never had one of their stuff, so hopefully the beer does the same thing.
That's how my wife buys her wines. It's just solely based on the label, nothing else.
Pretty much.
She once brought home a chocolate cinnamon red wine. It was the worst thing I've ever had in my entire life.
Wow.
Tara once bought a wine that was called Fubar, and she had to deal with a night of tango and cash references while she drank it.
I really like the name of this brewery. It's clever. 21st Amendment.
Which amendment is that?
The one that repealed the 18th Amendment.
Wow.
The 18th Amendment was prohibition. This one goes back and undoes it.
That's smart. That's clever.
You might have to up that intellect score, JL.
I did.
Oh.
All right, well,
I might have to go up one more though.
something just occurred to me. We normally rate it at the end, but because we're playing a game, we might have to rate this one now.
Yeah.
Ooh, old school. First
Yes,
sip.
yes. First sip
Am
rating.
I allowed to change it though by the end of the episode?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's do first impressions.
But how do we rank it?
Did I just blink really hard?
You did.
For those of you who don't know, we're in a new room recording right now, and there's a ghost in the room, so our light keeps flickering.
Either it's a ghost or I didn't screw in the light bulb all the way.
It's a ghost.
Okay, it's a
'Cause you
ghost.
Why
tried
can
to
we go
fix
ghost?
it.
Why can't it be
Is
just
your
like...
new house built on an Indian burial ground?
Yeah, it could be
It is
a
lightning.
creeping interdimensional gateway that we're in the middle of.
It's on a hellmouth.
It's on a Micmac burial ground.
Because I'm totally going to go with the Buffy reference since she won last year's Big Brother.
Ah, that's right. Of course.
I'm going with Stephen King reference, who's in this year's Big Brother.
All right, quickly, how do we rate the beer?
For an IPA, it's actually not so bad.
But we need to talk about the ranking. So we go 1 through 6
Yes.
on drinkability. So how many can you drink? 1 to 6, 6 being the highest, so you can kill off a whole 6-pack.
Which is way better than a 5 point
Because
scale.
it tastes so good.
That's right. So Chris, continue please.
If you listen to the show, you know I hate IPAs with a passion. It's mostly the aftertaste. This one has an aftertaste, not too bad. I'm going to give it a 3, which is high on my personal IPA scale. No. I'm going to give it a 4. I'm
Good
going
stuff.
4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm going to give it a 6. I think it's got a delicious flavor. I like the malt, and then you have that kind of afterness of the hoppy. And the can is awesome. It's a great look to it. I like the name of it, Brew Free or Die. It's good. I give it a 6. I enjoy it a lot.
You know, I was just looking at the can and it's got a 7% ABV.
It's even better.
So with that, the flavor is phenomenal. There's not a strong aftertaste.
No,
So you're not
surprising.
getting that like hoppy aftertaste. Like,
It's
you get
really
with the
smooth
IPA.
for that
It's a very
ABV.
smooth one. You probably shouldn't drink 6 of them, given the ABV, but I'm totally going to drink 6 of them because it's that good, and I'm giving it a 6.
Yeah.
My 4 kind of equals a 6 in my IPA.
Yeah, it does. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'll make mine an 8. I'll take your other 2.
Okay.
I'm staying here tonight.
I think first off,
I have air.
That's right.
the can is really, it's eye-catching. Like Nicole said too, the label Brew Free or Die IPA, it kind of, I don't know, it's nice.
Yeah. So if you had 6 of those labels lined up.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
The 21st Amendment name of the brewery, I think, is incredibly clever. And as for the IPA itself, it's surprisingly smooth. And I have no choice but to therefore give it a 6.
Yay! What a great
Oh my
week.
We
gosh.
finally got a 6 out of him. I had to get a political beer to do it, but I finally got a 6 out of him.
What a great week. This is
We are no
great.
longer allowed to change the ratings at the end of the show because I don't want Faraz to change from a 6.
I think you consider that a perfect score.
I think you should give Tara our thanks. She did a
Yeah.
great job picking this out.
All she did was send me pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and
You
This is
said,
it.
yep.
this was it.
Good job.
All right, good job, Tara. All right, so let's get into pop culture Big Brother.
All right.
Nicole, explain this.
So this is how we're going to play. Each of us has chosen 3 people to be on our team. So all of the characters are going to be in the house together. They can be real people. They can be fictional characters. They're all going to be in the house together. And
Just like the TV show.
Just like the TV show. And we've given each one of them a score based on their social skills, their strength, and their intellect. Those numbers are going to come into play when it comes time for the competitions. We each also got a random player that was chosen by our Facebook followers in our Podcast 42 show group page on Facebook. So we randomly picked a 4th character to be on our team, and they have their numbers already assigned for them. We're going to have a head of household competition. We'll each pick out 1 character, decide if the competition is a strength competition or an intellect competition.
By roll of dice.
By roll of the dice, it'll be random
Die.
to decide.
Die. Oh,
we
you want me to
will-
die?
No.
No. Okay.
Once we figure out if it's a strength or an intellect competition, we will add that score to the character's social score. Whoever of the 4 people in the competition has the highest number will be the HOH, and we'll get to nominate 2 people. So if one of my players is the HOH, I will get to nominate 2 other players from anybody's team, and they will be up for elimination.
HOH is what again?
Head of
Head
household.
of household.
Then we're going to play for the veto. The veto will have the 2 people who are nominated able to play, and then we will select 2 other random housemates. And those 4 will do the same thing. We'll decide if it's a strength competition or an intellect competition. Whoever has the best score has the power to change the 2 nominated players for eviction. They can save a player, or they can keep the nominations the same. If a player is saved and taken off of the elimination block, the person who is the head of household has to then pick another character to be up for elimination. Then the 4 of us will vote on who we want to see evicted from the house, and in the event of a tie, we will roll the dice for the characters, and whoever has the lowest number on the dice is going to be eliminated. In the event of a tie, that anytime we have a tie, that's how we're going to decide the tie.
Thank you, Roddy.
You're welcome.
That was pretty good explaining.
That was
Yeah,
actually really
excellent.
good explaining.
Thank you.
And then we will put the teams on the website and in the Facebook group.
Yes,
So, you know,
and then when it gets down to the final 2, you, our listeners, and Facebook followers are going to decide who you think deserves to win Big Brother.
who gets the $500,000?
Yeah, and the title of winner of Big Brother.
Season 2.
Season 2.
Who won season 1? Was that me?
No, it was JL.
With
It
who?
was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
All right, well, let's see if you
Who
can.
narrowly beat Captain Kirk.
That's true.
Was
That
she-
was my guy.
That was your guy.
Okay.
Was she there as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, or as Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Buffy the Vampire
Buffy,
Slayer.
that was the character.
That was the character.
So let's introduce our teams. JL, why don't you go first since you're the reigning champ?
All right. First, I have Rogue from the X-Men. Not good with the touch or anything like that. So social. No, that she's very wary.
Not good with the
She's
touch.
smart about it, and she's really strong.
And she wears gloves.
Yes, she does most of the time.
Designer.
I then chose one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time.
Hulk Hogan!
No,
Oh.
but he defeated Hulk Hogan, and he comes from parts unknown.
The Rock?
He is the ultimate warrior.
Snap into it.
It's going to sound so good with all that echo.
It is, 'cause that's how he really sounded. Not much of a social person, wasn't really the smartest, but he's damn strong.
His action figure was really cool.
Yes, it was. I should have painted my face.
That's
I then am going for the unexpected, and I'm bringing in somebody that we all know
Who's that?
and like to work with most of the time. Faraz.
Hey!
Faraz, our own Faraz is entering the house.
I wonder
This
how
was
you're gonna
unexpected.
A big brother is expect the unexpected.
Do. Yeah,
That's their
that's
slogan.
the slogan.
This is a lot of stress.
It should be, because being mildly strong, but intellectually there, but not mildly, socially awkward like he can be. Faraz is going to be the underdog that takes it all.
I hope so.
And who was your forced upon pick?
My
Your
forced
pick.
upon pick is the greatest high schooler of all time.
Who's that?
The king of skipping school, going to Cubs games and museums. He overtakes parades. I have Ferris Bueller.
Ah, that's a good one. All right, put Ferris in the bowl. All right, Nicole.
Okay, so I have some really interesting characters. I'm so excited for them. I have Louise Belcher from Bob's Burgers. Though she may be the youngest in the house, this cunning character has a lot to her advantage. A master manipulator and schemer gives her the advantage of smoozing her way to the top by making everyone around her look like the bigger threat. Literally. Then I have Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation. Most tend to underestimate the old men who enter the game since they tend to lack the social skills of their younger housemates. However, with his father figure wisdom and his fervent passion for red meat, his intellect and protein-powered strength make him a force to be reckoned with in the house. My final pick was Trevor Noah. It's common to have a house guest who thinks they can charm everyone they meet, especially when there's an accent involved. Trevor has this charm, as well as his wit and intellect, that can make him a competitive player as long as he has the right alliances.
And who is Trevor Noah?
Trevor Noah is now the host of The Daily Show. He
Okay.
was the successor to Jon Stewart, which I was kind of surprised you didn't pick him. I don't know.
Jon Stewart would want no part of this.
You don't know that.
You think Anakin Skywalker does? To be trapped in a house with 15 people he doesn't know and doesn't like?
And who is your random from the group?
My random from the group was Doctor Strange, if somebody wants to elaborate a little more on him. He's very smart. He has the highest
He was a
intellect.
surgeon.
He's the master of the mystic arts.
Yeah.
Contains the Eye of Agamotto, and whether he comes or goes, it's up to you. But I think he's going to stay forever since he controls time.
Snap.
Thank you very much.
He did give up his Infinity Stone, though.
It was the only.
Spoiler!
It was the only way.
I don't
This
care
was
how
the
many months it
only
is.
way.
Spoiler!
All right. My 3 picks, I have Tony the Tiger, who is the advertising mascot for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
He's
and
great.
He's great. He's been advertising for them for like 100 years.
Uh-huh.
He's also the mascot for Tony's Cinnamon Crunchers, whatever that is. and Tiger Power, whatever that is.
He's one of the very
He's the mascot
few.
for Tiger Beat?
Tiger Power.
I only know Tiger Beat.
Tiger Power is the white supremacist version of Tiger Beat.
Oh God.
Oh, he debuted in 1952, so I guess it's only been, 80 years? Close to that?
He's been a very consistent mascot.
Yeah,
A lot of
he's
the
a great
mascots
mascot.
have changed over time.
Maybe not the highest in the intellect score, but I think socially he's got it going on. And then I have Walter White.
That was a nice pick.
Which is the main character from the TV show Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
If you're unfamiliar, White was, he had cancer. He was a high school chemistry teacher, and he went into the life of crime, making meth with one of his students, and things went crazy.
And becoming a super kingpin.
He became the one who knocks.
Yeah.
5
and
seasons.
he is the danger.
Yes, it's 5 seasons of brilliance. If you have not watched the show, go binge it. You will not be sorry. So he's going to be high on the intellect, but not much else. And then for my third one, I'm trying something new. I'm trying a different strategy to see if this might work. I picked a zombie, but I made him vegetarian so he doesn't eat the other house guests. So that's why he's a vegetarian zombie. Just your typical run-of-the-mill zombie. You can make him from any of the zombie genres. It doesn't matter. He's a zombie, whatever zombie
I think it
works
matters,
for you.
actually, Chris, because
It
they all change their speed.
It's George Romero zombie. We'll go with that.
Oh, I was going Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead's slow and
They're
sluggish.
slow too.
Walking
They're George
Dead,
Romero
but
inspired.
Yeah,
Isn't
Romero
George Romero, isn't that quicker? Are they quicker?
No, they
that
were,
was when
no.
Snyder took over Dawn of the Dead and made them quick.
Okay.
So he's got low scores all the way around. And then the group picked for me Alyssa Milano from Who's the Boss? And she has some other TV shows. I don't remember what they were.
I don't know. She dated Justin Timberlake, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. She just in the 90s, right? Or early 2000s?
No, Nick Lachey, maybe.
I don't know.
I'll
No,
check.
I think
I
it's
will check.
Justin Timberlake.
Anyway, go on.
She was in Charmed.
Yeah, she was in some other TV shows. Very pretty, into breastfeeding. That's all I can
Big
remember
baseball
about her.
fan. She's a diehard Dodgers fan.
Is she?
Yeah.
So, kind of low on the strength, kind of middle of the road on the intellect, but socially she'll probably do well.
Are we not reading the scores we gave them?
No, it's a surprise when it starts.
They'll get in there.
I'm
The scores will be a part of it.
Oh, it's my turn?
You're the only one left.
You all kind of spoke in brief sentences about your characters.
Yes.
But you told me to write a bio, and I wrote a bio.
Okay, well, you can read your bio. Nicole read.
My first pick.
I wrote it, but then I liked how JL did it, so I did it like JL.
Okay. My first pick,
I planned nothing, sorry.
which should come as no surprise, since I think we mentioned him before,
Darth
is
Maul.
Anakin
Kylo
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren, phenomenal.
Pre Darth Vader. Tragic, angsty, hormonal. The chosen one, destined to bring balance to
He
the
was
Force.
For Jar Jar Binks.
Anakin Skywalker was born to Shmi Skywalker on the desert world of Tatooine via immaculate conception through the will of the Force itself.
I wish I named my kid Shmi.
He spent his
Wasn't that
childhood.
pirate with Captain Hook?
He spent his childhood working as a slave in Mos Espa until Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn won him his freedom after sensing his abnormal aura within the Force. Trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker became a hero of the Clone Wars, the civil war that threatened to split the Galactic Republic.
Are these short bios or
How
long
many
bios?
pages
They're
do you
bios.
have?
Can you calm down? You told me to write biographies. I wrote biographies.
Okay.
I started at his birth. Can we keep going?
Can you just summarize?
I'm getting there. But he was constantly tempted towards the dark side, his inner turmoil casually fed by the careful manipulations of his mentor and friend, Supreme Chancellor Palpatine,
This is where watching the show would have been helpful because the bios on the show are 10 seconds long.
who would eventually
They hold up a key and then they dance around in a bikini and then they're thrusted into the house.
who would eventually reorganize the Alien Republic into the menacing Galactic Empire with Anakin at his side as the fearsome Darth Vader. Trained as a Jedi during wartime, Anakin is athletically
Okay,
capable.
who's the next guy?
I have to go into this. Hold on.
No, we all know who Anakin is.
No,
Who's your
but
next pick?
hold on. Can I wrote this whole thing for you.
It's
but-
only an hour show.
But his passion always involved a surprising aptitude for technology and mechanics, unable to accurately interpret social situations, and awkward to the point of being disturbingly creepy.
Charlie Brown.
Anakin is more brooding loner than social butterfly.
Who's your next pick? Charlie Brown.
My next pick is Charlie Brown.
From the Peanuts.
The
Charles
protagonist.
Schultz is dead. All right, who's your next pick?
The protagonist of the iconic Peanuts comic strip, Charlie Brown, was once described by Peanuts creator Charles Schultz
This is your fault.
as a caricature of the average person.
Wah, 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 wah.
Charlie Brown is known for consistently getting his hopes dashed, his dreams shattered, and falling while attempting to kick his football.
Okay, so the next
Though not radiating charm or charisma, Charlie Brown is generally accepted by his classmates and social circles,
And the first
more
one
often
going out is
included
Faraz.
than excluded.
Okay.
Page turn. Hold on. No one seems to think too much of him, as he practically has no noteworthy talents or abilities, making for a good-natured, if somewhat unremarkable friend.
This is going to be a 3-part episode. All right, who's your next person?
In
My-
2 sentences.
My next pick
please.
is
Sum it up. Some
is the legendary
LL Cool J said,
LL
I'm going to knock you out if you don't do it.
My next pick is LL Cool J, hip hop artist and actor. LL Cool J has been performing for decades and holds a place on VH1's list of 100 greatest artists of all time. His stage name of LL Cool J is actually an abbreviation for Ladies Love Cool James, a reference to his real name, James Smith. He was one of the very first hip-hop performers to strike it big with mainstream audiences. In the mid-90s, he also starred in the NBC sitcom In the House, which was referenced earlier.
Faraz. Thank you so much.
This show lasted for 5 seasons, though it was
So is this
canceled
episode.
and brought back.
Those are good picks. So let's start the game.
But I'm not done. I have a whole nother. Can I please?
Okay, one more sentence.
LL Cool J.
Make it a good sentence. The best sentence in there.
He was an early investor in the open source Apache HTTP web server, which played an integral role in the growth of the development of the World Wide Web.
Awesome.
That's the
What
sentence
can
you
I
Can I
picked.
introduce this final person?
Oh yes, I forgot we got one more person.
And as the last person in our fan vote for Faraz is great author, creator of such great works as It, The Stand, which feels like it's as long as Faraz's introductions,
And hater of Stephanie Myers. He does
Yes.
not like her work.
is my favorite author of all time, Stephen King.
Very
All right,
nice.
excellent.
All right,
He
perfect.
also dislikes
Who
Lucy.
should do really well as long as he's not like on a bike on the side.
What am I doing?
No.
Pick
Put Stephen
one.
King into the bowl.
Yep. And pick one person. Everybody pick one.
All right, we're
We're doing
starting.
the first HOH competition of the summer.
HOH.
Oh, I don't know what I put in your bowl, Chris, but it wasn't Stephen King.
It's fine. It's fine. Whoever you have is
It
fine.
was probably his other one.
Here.
Probably his other one.
Do you want me to put this back?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
put
is
it back.
this?
That's Stephen
Pick
King.
one.
Okay, put Stephen King in the bowl.
All right.
All right, we're each picking a character out of the fishbowl.
Yes. I picked one at random out of the fishbowl.
Did you pick one already for us?
No.
Okay.
Chris, does pizza deliver here to this new
No.
address?
You asked like 4 times.
No one ever really answered.
We're not even
I'm
on
really
the-
Faraz,
wondering
it took us an hour to find this place.
Okay.
Ugh,
JL, who do you have?
Really good.
LL Cool J.
Oh wait,
No, just
No,
fine.
okay, yeah,
Say
that's
the
fine.
people first.
I have Doctor Strange.
I have Louise Belcher.
I have Alyssa Milano.
Okay, let's
Man,
roll.
this sucks. I'm starting off the same way I did last year.
Okay, so we're gonna roll the dice. If it's a number 1, 2, or 3, it's gonna be a strength competition. If it's 4, 5, or 6, it's going to be an intellect competition. Remember, once we determine which kind of comp it is, you're gonna add that competition with the social number to determine who the winner is.
Okay.
Are you ready? It was a 6, so it's an intellect competition.
Ooh.
So say what number point your person has for both, and then say what the total is.
Doctor Strange with 13.
Wait, I thought this was out of 10.
Oh my god.
We're adding them together.
Oh, so
And
we're adding
social.
3 too. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah.
We went over the rules
No.
while you were reading your bios.
Yes,
Wow.
we did. Twice.
And looking to see if pizza delivered
Ooh.
here.
So
And
Doctor
looking
Strange
up
is a
the AC.
13.
13 for Doctor Strange
Okay.
on Nicole's
For
team.
strength competition. Louise is.
Wait, we're on strength? I thought she said intellect.
Intellect, yes.
Oh,
and
intellect,
social.
I'm sorry, I'm
Intellect
sorry.
and social.
Okay. So intellect and social.
Wait. So we're
Squirrel.
adding the intellect score plus the social score
Yes.
plus that?
No, yes.
Still.
Just intellect score plus the social score is going to give you the number.
Oh, so we don't need to add the dice score?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
You
What's
don't
your-
have the dice for
really
anything.
confusing.
It's just to determine if it's strength or
Oh, boy.
intellect.
Okay.
We're
okay.
now
I
each
got it.
card.
I got it.
Okay, so Louise.
So the intellect and social score for Louise is going to be 13 as well.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow. LL Cool J is now a 17.
Whoa.
Yes!
All right. Well,
How
Alyssa
his intellect
Milano-
is that high, I will never know.
I don't know either, but
Is
I'm smelling Target.
Alyssa,
wait what?
I'm smelling Target. That's
Me
all I'm saying.
too.
Target. Wait, what are we getting from Target? Or food?
A
No.
threat, a competition. That's
If
something.
LL Cool J is too strong, he may have to get out of that house soon.
Alyssa Milano is 12.
12.
Okay.
So
Oh.
LL Cool J takes it. That's Faraz's
That's
character.
good. So now you get to nominate 2 people to be up for eviction.
Who do you want to get out of the house?
See, if you had written down everybody's scores, you could have tried to decide strategically, but you didn't feel interested in doing that earlier.
You can nominate.
Wait, I got it.
LL Cool J.
Walter White.
Walter White. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a list of the people.
I know. I got it. Okay, I'm figuring it out.
No, I'm just saying you don't have the scores, but you have the list there, so you don't have to think off the top of your head. Walter White and
I'm looking. I feel like Ferris Bueller.
okay, Walter White and Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
And then how are we deciding the 2 extra people?
Just random.
All right, I'll just.
He's too
check them out
charming.
here. Did you put the people back in?
What?
Put the paper back in.
Huh?
I have a vegetarian zombie, and that's Ferris Bueller. He's already playing, and Ultimate Warrior. So we have vegetarian zombie, Ultimate Warrior, Walter White, and Ferris Bueller all competing in the veto competition. Let's roll the dice. Is it strength or intellect? It is intellect again. So Ferris Bueller has a score of 18. That's really good. Vegetarian zombie has 2. So he lost. Ultimate Warrior has a score of 9. And Walter White has a score of 15 as well.
Ooh.
So 8 Ferris Bueller wins. So do you want to save Walter White or Ferris Bueller, or leave the nominations the same and vote?
Wait a minute. Are those the only 2 that are getting knocked out?
Ferris Bueller or Walter White are up for eviction. Ferris Bueller won the veto because he had the highest score in the intellect competition for the veto. So
Am I allowed to pick who I throw in next?
no.
No, it
No.
still goes ahead of house.
Oh, okay.
So Faraz will be picking who goes in Ferris Bueller's place.
You know what? I'm going to take a chance and keep it the way it is.
Keep it the same?
Don't you
Okay.
have Ferris Bueller?
I do.
Isn't he on the block?
He is. And I'm willing to roll the dice on it.
Really?
Ha, so to speak. Okay.
That would never happen in this show.
No, it could happen in the
Really?
show if they were confident enough.
That they're not going off the block?
Is Ferris
You have a
Bueller-
chance to save yourself. You
In
realize?
last night's episode, they willingly put Winston on the block. I
Okay.
thought.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take a chance on this one.
All right, so who does everybody want to vote for?
It's a
For us?
gamble. Wait, what?
Do you want to vote out Walter White or Ferris Bueller?
So they're the same 2 that you put up there.
Walter White.
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller.
Walter White.
Let's roll the dice. Ferris Bueller. Do you want to? Who was Ferris Bueller? You do.
1, 2, 3. Ferris Bueller. 4, 3, 6. Walter White.
No. Ferris Bueller got a 6. I guess
How we? What are
you
we
have to
doing?
roll either a 6 or you lose.
Oh God.
4.
4.
Walter White is out.
Walter White's out already. Wow, that's a shocker.
That's a shocker.
He didn't even enter the house yet, did he?
This
Yes.
was the first week.
Oh.
So left in the house, we have Anakin, Charlie Brown, LL Cool J, Faraz, Rogue from the X-Men, Ultimate Warrior, Louise Belcher, Ron Swanson, Trevor, Tony the Tiger, a vegetarian zombie, Stephen King, Ferris Bueller, who didn't take himself off the block.
It paid off.
It paid
Yeah,
off.
he worked out.
Doctor Strange and Alyssa
I mean, out
Milano.
of those 2.
Week number 2.
Okay, so I get to cross out Walter White, right?
Walter White is
I'm gonna have a
gone.
seizure.
Vegetarian zombie is still there.
Vegetarian zombie was a good strategy.
He
because
might go far.
because he's not a threat. So
I feel
people
like
might be
Ultimate
why am I
Warrior
gonna keep him?
And vegetarian zombie might go pretty
But you know,
far.
floaters are the worst kind of house guests.
I already know who I'm targeting.
All right,
Uh-oh. Is it me?
So do I.
Jam. Pick a player.
All right, week 2, we're picking the players.
All
Probably
right.
say whose team they're on, though. Might help people.
That's fine. JL, we already went over who had who.
I know, but just
Okay,
To
JL,
reiterate.
who do you have?
The Ultimate Warrior.
Frost,
from your
who'd
own
you pick?
team.
Yes.
I have Doctor Strange from I don't know whose team.
Nicole's.
Fine.
Nicole's team.
I have a vegetarian zombie on my team.
I have LL Cool J from Froz's team.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
who wants to roll the dice? Anybody
You can
else?
just roll
I can just roll it?
Go ahead, Nicole. Good job with that.
It is a 4, so it's an intellect competition again. Are you sure I'm doing good? Because this is all intellect.
it. I have 2.
9.
LL Cool J has, I can't even understand. 17 again.
That seems really high for LL.
Yeah.
He has a
He has an intellect
He's-
of 8 and
he
a social
invested
of 9.
in developing the World Wide
Social.
Web from the early 90s.
Okay.
I would
So, like,
totally
the
agree with
internet-
social. The intellect, though, I feel is a little high.
The internet you're using right now is partly developed by his money. So he invested
All right.
in that internet that
Okay.
we're using.
Who's your guy and what's the score?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, intellect plus social be 13.
13. So
LL
LL Cool J
J again.
wins head of house
All right.
again.
I know who I'm targeting.
Mm.
All right, who are you going to nominate for us?
For the block?
Yes.
Trevor Noah
Okay.
and Luis Belcher.
Wow, just go after my team, why don't you?
Wow,
This is
both
going to be an awkward car ride home.
both people from Nicole's team.
Okay, so Trevor Noah and Louise Belcher are up on the block.
2 more
And
players.
Read who those are.
Tony the Tiger
Okay.
and Anakin Skywalker.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Can you roll the dice? Because I'm trying to find out. What I'm trying to find.
It's a 5.
That would
Okay.
be intellect.
So it's an intellect again. Can you read those 2 scores?
Anakin is a 11. Tony the Tiger is 12.
Okay, Louise Belcher is going to be a 13, and Trevor Noah is going to be a 15. So 15, Trevor Noah.
Trevor
And-
wins.
Yes, Trevor wins. He is going to save himself from the block. So that means you have to nominate somebody else in Trevor Noah's place.
In Trevor Noah's place, I would put up Vegetarian Zombie.
Good
Really?
call. Good call.
All right, voting.
So we're doing Louise and Vegetarian Zombie.
Louise and vegetarian zombie.
Louise and vegetarian zombie.
I vote Louise.
I vote vegetarian zombie.
I vote Louise.
Frost, you're the last vote.
I
Vegetarian zombie is going to get so far if you don't vote them out now. And then just get rid of them now, make a
Don't let anybody influence
Chris,
you.
No,
you
we're
voted-
supposed to talk
Chris,
so
you
far.
voted to
For
Luis.
us.
For Luis.
You are your own man.
Yes, you can
You
pick
decide.
whoever
I'm
you
just
want.
saying.
JL voted for Luis, right?
I'm just saying be strategic because the vegetarian zombie is going to get by every single vote because it's not going to be a threat. You want to at
He
least...
isn't a threat. He's.
I view the vegetarian
What's he gonna do?
zombie.
Nub like his carrots?
Yeah, I know. Well, Louise has numbers.
He's
She
like
could
a
win
vegan.
stuff.
She could win stuff.
Not
The
this-
zombie's just there.
But the
Yeah.
zombie just
Stinking up the
being there...
entire house.
But it's going to make it to the
He's
very
a smelly
end.
zombie.
No, it's
He
not.
doesn't smell. He's vegetarian.
He's vegetarian.
He's organic.
He's a zombie. He's undead. He's rotting.
It's not like he smells like kale.
What happens if I do vote vegetarian zombie? Then it's
It's
2-1-2.
a tie and we roll for it.
Vegetarian zombie.
Okay.
Let's roll for it.
Let's roll
Okay.
for it. So I have Louise. Of course, the one time I don't roll a high number.
She got a 1.
She got a 1.
Oh,
Vegetarian zombie got a 5.
vegetarian
Louise is
zombie
gone.
slides up, or what's that?
Yeah.
Limps on through.
Slithers through.
So there's-
So we got Anakin,
Slithers
Charlie
through.
Brown, LL Cool J, Faraz, Rogue, Ultimate Warrior, Ron Swanson, Trevor Noah, Tony the Tiger, the Zombie, Stephen King, Ferris
It
Bueller,
was
Doctor
hard.
Strange, and Alyssa Milano.
This-
Week number 3.
This game makes me feel like Butter's trying to interact with Cartman.
Love it.
A lot of pressure and stress.
Okay. What's everybody got?
I feel like everyone's mad at me all of a sudden.
Why? That's
I don't
what
know,
happens
it's
when
like
you're head of
I just
household.
feel
Just
like
me.
Butters.
Every single time.
I'm not going home with you, so I'm not mad at you yet.
But my butt's asleep and I want pizza so bad.
Should have got it before you came.
You have to go to Publix.
I didn't realize that nothing would deliver here.
Should have got DiGiorno.
All right. I have Doctor Strange on Nicole's team.
I have Alyssa Milano on Chris's team.
I have Stephen King from Faraz's team.
I have Charlie Brown from my team.
No LL Cool J.
Thank goodness. Nice
Yeah.
fair competition.
Mhm.
Who's going to roll the dice? Chris,
I'll roll. Let's see if we get strength this time. Strength!
Yeah.
Competition.
Oh, poor Charlie
So,
Brown.
Doctor Strange has 7.
Holy shit.
Alyssa Milano has 10.
Wait, what are we adding
King
for strength?
has
Strength, strength and social scores.
Okay.
Stephen King has 8.
So I have 10. I'm in the lead.
Charlie Brown of my team
Has 10.
has 10.
Okay. So then Chris for Alyssa Milano has to roll, and for us, for Charlie Brown, has to roll.
I should have brought more beer.
Chris rolls a 2.
JL warned me to bring more beer. I didn't think it was necessary.
Roll a 1.
Come on, Charlie Brown.
1.
2.
Average.
Gotta do it again.
Oh, we gotta do it again.
Oh, you rolled a 2 also? Okay.
4.
Alyssa Milano has
I
a
can't-
4.
Stupid T-Rex arms for Faraz.
Charlie Brown has
Okay, Charlie Brown.
6.
6.
Charlie Brown is the head of household.
Who you putting on the block?
That's a lot of stress for that guy.
Again. Why is Faraz controlling the game?
I don't know.
It's the intellect.
You didn't give him enough of it.
Louise Belcher.
No, she's out.
She's out.
Why don't you keep up to date
Yeah,
with?
that's why you got a score sheet.
I want her there.
Gotta have
So
a
why don't you
seizure.
cross it out before you do that again?
Oh, so I have to cross out Louise Belcher.
Yes.
And Walter White.
And we're crossing out Ferris Bueller, right? 'Cause he was already up there?
No, he's
no.
still in the game. He
He's in
wasn't
the
in the
game.
game. The only people evicted are Walter White and Louise.
I'm going to put up Ferris Bueller and Tony the Tiger.
Okay. So I will.
That's not great.
No, it's not.
That's terrible. Alright, so let's pick
2 more players.
2 more players. Check those.
Wait, do you want Charlie Brown back in there or no?
It doesn't matter, but he'll need to go back in eventually.
Rogue, Ron Swanson.
Okay.
And we are doing a strength competition.
Strength competition.
Rogue is a 15. Ron Swanson's a 10.
Wow.
Good for him.
Alright, and then who are the 2 that are up for nomination?
Tony the Tiger is a 15. Ferris Bueller is a 14.
So we got a tie.
Supplements?
No, is it
2
No.
people at
Rogue
15.
and Tony the Tiger. How much is Rogue?
15?
And how much is Tony?
15.
Alright,
Okay.
so there's a tie. Who's it between?
Me and Chris.
Alright.
Here's Tony. Tony got a 2.
Stupid.
And he got caught in the cords of the microphone.
That's
Ah!
a 2.
Oh my
Gosh,
god.
the week of ties.
4. Oh boy.
So stressful.
Come
You're
on,
not even up
Tony.
for eviction yet.
Come on, Tony.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's out?
Well, Tony's pulling himself off.
Right.
So that means you have to nominate somebody else.
Instead of Tony's place.
Yes.
Who's up there now?
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. Okay.
Let's do an unsuspected one. Ultimate Warrior.
Whoa.
Alright.
Is that both you guys?
It is me.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh boy, he's coming after
I'm
you.
going to vote Ferris Bueller.
Oh, do I have to go
Wait.
next?
Wait, we're voting for staying or going?
So leave.
Go.
Okay.
Voting out somebody.
It's Ferris Bueller and Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna vote out Ferris Bueller.
I'm going Ultimate Warrior.
For us, you're the deciding vote.
I too will go Ultimate Warrior.
You put Ferris Bueller up twice. How are you?
That's so weird.
Alright, so Ultimate Warrior's out.
So wait a minute. Since it's both
No, it's a
mine,
tie.
do I get to pick?
No, we roll.
It's
They're
a roll,
both
right?
mine.
They're both.
Yeah,
So
but-
JL would roll then, right?
You
No,
roll.
that doesn't
The
make sense
first
at
one
all,
is for
actually.
one, and the second one is for the other.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Oh,
That's what
can
I
we
said.
just vote out Ferris Bueller
No.
since it was the deciding vote?
No. Oh my gosh, Chris! I'm really gonna get sick in
No,
here.
roll for them. I like the rolling.
Roll.
It's so
The first-
stressful. It's like an
The
adrenaline
first
rush.
one is for Ferris Bueller, and you rolled a 2. The second one is for Ultimate Warrior, and you rolled a 3. So Ferris Bueller is out of the Big Brother house in week 3. A surprising upset for JL.
All right. So mark off Ferris Bueller on your scorecard for us.
Okay.
So we got Anakin Skywalker, Charlie Brown, LL Cool J, Faraz, Rogue, Ultimate Warrior, Ron Swanson, Trevor Noah, Tony the Tiger, Vegetarian Zombie, Stephen King, Doctor Strange, Alyssa Milano.
I'm so confused. I thought we would continue this each week. I didn't know that we'd be eliminating people so rapidly.
Yeah.
Oh my
This is a fast game.
Yes.
God, there's so much going on.
3 months in the Big Brother house goes by so quickly.
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks on CBS.
Oh, it's like 16 weeks.
Celebrity Big Brother lasted 3 days.
That's because Vince Neil screwed everything up. Was he on that show?
Oh,
You got LL Cool J.
I do. Why does he keep appearing?
He is the Zac Efron.
He is. He needs to go.
He is the Zac Efron.
Ugh.
Jeez, Ebony and Ivory over here
All right.
colluded to make the unstoppable person.
His scores are so high. Why are they so high?
Because he's going to be head of household
Because he's
again.
so high.
He's so smart.
Okay, we got it. He did something with the
he's-
internet.
Yeah, he invested at the right time. He had a good,
Okay,
broker.
so Chris has LL Cool J from Frost's team. I have Trevor Noah from my team.
I got Stephen King again from Faraz's team.
And?
Oh, this is a bad turn for me. I have Charlie Brown with my team.
Oh boy, so 3 people from Frost's team. This doesn't seem rigged.
No.
Oh my God.
Alright, who's going to roll the dice?
behind the
Frost, why
fishbowl.
don't you roll the dice?
What am I rolling for? Ah!
Rolling
Just roll
for
the
if
dice.
it's intellect or strength.
6. Wait, yeah.
Oh.
No, 5. That's a 5.
Can you count?
Guys.
It's an intellect
Intellect.
competition, so you're going to add the intellect and social score.
Well, surprisingly, LL Cool J with his internet bullcrap is a 17.
And Trevor Noah is a 15.
Stephen King is a 13.
Oh, Charlie Brown's only a 10.
So
You know,
could-
most people are happy when they're a 10.
now you do realize we're going to have to team up
Yes.
Yes.
and get
Yeah.
LL Cool J out of
Yes.
here.
Yes, that's why I've been saying this.
All right, LL Cool J, Faraz. What, 2 people are going on the block?
What?
Who's going on the block?
It's like it's your first week.
So
we're in
I-
week number 4 and you still don't know what's going on.
So I have to pick
Yes.
which of these people have to go off.
No, just
Anybody.
the 2 people
Anybody
from
in the
still
roster.
house.
Oh, anyone.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
Where have you been?
We're going to sit and he's still learning
Nothing's
the
changed.
rules.
You've been HOH 3 times.
4! Every week he's been
You know
HOH.
what? Wasn't I HOH 1 week?
Nope.
I haven't been HOH.
All right.
Because LL Cool J's been in there 3 out of 4 times.
2 people, right?
If I was
Yes.
HOH, LL Cool J.
Ultimate Warrior and Ron Swanson.
Okay, fine.
All right, 2
Right.
more people
What
What's your
for.
deal against the Ultimate
I don't
Warrior?
know. JL, pick.
This ghost or whatever it is going insane right. It's the intensity of the game is right crazy.
Pick 2. Who are they?
Alyssa Milano.
Okay.
Anakin Skywalker.
And Anakin Skywalker.
Oh.
Let's roll again to see if it's an intellect or a strength competition. I'm really gonna get sick of you.
3.
3. It's a strength
Strength.
competition. All right. So Ron Swanson has a strength intellect score of, strength social score of 10. Ultimate Warrior has a strength social score of 14. Alyssa
Milano
Milano.
is a 10.
And
Yeah, she is. Anakin Skywalker is a 12. I'm taking Ultimate Warrior out.
Ultimate
Oh,
Warrior.
there you go.
is saved.
Good decision.
Okay, so now Ron Swanson, you get to put up one other person.
No, LL Cool J gets to put up another person.
I think you should put up LL Cool J and see how he does.
Yeah, nominate yourself. See what happens.
Alyssa Milano.
All right.
So it's Alyssa Milano and Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
Ron Swanson.
I'm going Ron Swanson.
Alyssa Milano?
Whose team was Alyssa Milano on?
Mine.
Oh, okay. Because that was the pick, right?
Yes, that was the random one.
You stare at me.
I don't know
I-
what's
I
a
don't-
bigger
I
headache,
didn't know what
Snipe
that
or
question
Faraz.
There's such quiet fury in your eyes.
I
as you look
didn't
at
know
me.
what you were
It's
saying.
every week. Who are you voting for?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, Ron Swanson or Alyssa Milano.
To leave.
Ron Swanson, I think.
Aww.
Ron's out.
Poor Ron. Everybody loves Ron.
That's what I think he should
I
have
do.
done.
So now we have Anakin,
You
Charlie,
understand what the game.
I know.
LL Cool J, Faraz, Rogue, Ultimate Warrior, Treva, Tony the Tiger, Vegetarian Zombie, Stephen King, Doctor Strange, Alyssa Milano. Is Faraz in the bowl?
Faraz is in the bowl.
Okay.
I would just like to point out that everybody's had a member of their team voted off, but Faraz.
I know. But this doesn't make
Because he's
sense.
been HOH every week. This is this ghost is
Oh my god.
you're
I'm gonna get a
infuriated-
seizure.
You're infuriated the ghost for us.
I like it.
Or the ghost is on the edge of its seat. Like, what's happening?
I
Guys,
told you.
guys.
You said you wanted to just say it was the light. Like, no, it's definitely a ghost. At this point, it's furious.
He's angered.
Can I get my sunglasses from the car? I don't know what else to do.
I'm going to fix it on the break.
We have a break?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to be 2 shows because you did a 20-minute introduction.
All right, who's got what?
I got Trevor Noah from your
Right.
team.
Yes, you did.
I have Rogue from JL's team.
Yeah.
I have Alyssa Milano from my team.
I have Ultimate Warrior from JL.
Are you sure Faraz is in the bowl?
Ross is in the bowl.
Okay.
All right, who's got the dice? JL, why don't you roll? Strength or intellect? It's a 5, so it's an intellect competition. Ultimate Warrior has an intellect social score of 9.
Alyssa has 12.
Trevor Noah is 15.
Rogue is 11.
Trevor Noah.
I
Power
know who
has
Trevor
shifted.
Noah should pick,
I know.
but will Trevor Noah pick it?
No.
Let's form an
Listen to me,
alliance
listen to
and
me.
name our team.
Listen
Hey
to me.
guys, what kind of secret meeting you have?
I'm just going to tell you this. Have you ever heard of the back door?
Yeah, I have.
I don't need to know what you're doing today.
Oh boy. Do you think it's going to work in this paper competition?
It hasn't
If
worked for
I-
me yet.
No.
If I pick
I have explained the
right-
back door to her several times. It has
Okay.
not yet worked, Chris.
If
Shh, her mom
If I-
listens.
if
Hi,
I-
Nicole's
hi,
mom.
Nicole's mom. If we pick the right nominees, it could work. So
It's not gonna work.
I'm going to pick.
He's going to be in the house.
I'm going to be in.
It's risky.
In the house. That's his show.
It's it.
I am going to pick. I really am going to get sick from this. It's giving me such a headache. I'm going to pick the
Oh, this light setting right here.
All right.
This is good.
vegetarian
Oh,
zombie
Ugh.
and. Oh
The
my
lights
gosh,
keep
this is-
flickering on
Just
us.
pick another one of Chris's so he wins.
I'm
It's like
sorry.
we're in a haunted
no,
house.
I'm going to pick vegetarian zombie and Charlie Brown.
Pizza, guys.
Okay.
Alright, I'm sorry you want pizza, but anyway, just trust me. When I'm saying that I'm nominating a vegetarian zombie and Charlie Brown, it's going to pay
I
off.
think I understand what you're doing,
Alright.
but I'm not sure.
Anyway,
I don't like
So-
this secret meeting you guys are
it's
having.
not a secret meeting. You're
It's
right
a
there.
powwow. It's not a secret meeting.
Right. So if you don't like it, do you want to pick the 2 people? Here, give me that.
Okay, what's going to happen when he gets on? He's the pick.
Well, then, Chris, why don't you pick then?
Alright.
Everybody is crumpled up really small, so there's no way to
That's
cheat.
why we haven't picked Faraj yet.
Yeah.
Because he's crumpled up really small.
Small.
No, you don't have to pick.
He's withered away
you
with his
should
lack
want
of
to pick.
pizza.
I don't understand.
Well, but then we're like, we don't want you to pick. So we have
For us.
pick
So I'm not
2
picking.
picks.
You're not picking.
So I don't get to pick?
Welcome to week number 5. You still don't know what's going on. So we got Faraz.
Yeah!
Oh, that's right. He's yours. I was thinking Faraz. And Rogue.
Oh,
Yeah!
Okay, so we do have control.
we
We
have
got
control
lucky.
of the house.
We got
have
lucky.
Control of the house.
What does that mean?
So what it means is these 2 people have really low scores, but 2 people besides you are also playing in the veto competition,
And then I get
So-
to pick if I want to veto somebody.
which we can,
Which
And-
means,
which I get to renominate somebody. Which
unless
means
somebody
LL
stabs
Cool
us
J.
in the back, LL's going home.
Yeah. All right.
All right,
Ross, would you like to roll then? Would you like to roll?
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Roll.
You're
Is it
about to
strength
feel defeat.
or an intellect competition?
Feel defeat?
Feel defeat.
Yeah, we know you're into that type of fetish.
Strength or intellect, Ross? What is it? What number?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. It's a strength competition. So vegetarian zombie has 2 and Charlie Brown has 10.
Rogue has 15 and Faraz has 8.
So Rogue is the
Rogue.
winner. JL.
I want to veto the vegetarian zombie.
All right. So vegetarian zombie is safe. And me, as the head of household representative, I'm going to nominate LL Cool J.
I vote LL Cool J.
I vote LL Cool J.
I vote LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
God!
Wait, Faraz, what's your vote?
Not LL.
Charlie
Yes.
Brown. Charlie Brown would have been your vote.
Finally.
See?
Oh.
Do you see how we played that now?
That
Do you
was really- I
understand?
don't know.
You got
Oh,
lucky.
I feel like that was
I didn't get-
backdoorish.
No, I.
You got lucky. In the words of Tom Petty, you got lucky, baby.
Sorry, I have to
Oh, I
find
feel like
LL
this
Cool
is
J
a little-
and take him out.
I feel like this is a little more even now.
Now I need another.
Not
Ooh,
much even.
That was
Not-
absurd. Why would you guys do that?
Because he's too much of a threat.
How many times did he win head of household? Like 7?
Oh,
He was
20?
such a nice and smart guy.
I would just like to
Such
point
a
out
nice
that going into
guy.
week 5, you were head of household all 4 weeks.
Was he? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's definitely gone.
So because LL Cool J was in there 3 out of 4 weeks.
LL Cool J's talking to Julie Chen right now, and he's saying, "I don't know what happened."
I wasn't head of household.
I thought everybody liked
was
me in
only
the
picked
house.
one
We
time.
did like LL Cool J, but you know what? His time was up.
Yeah, his mama knocked him out.
That's right.
But I was only
I
picked
think
one
that's yours.
time,
That's
guys.
fine.
What?
I was only picked one time.
You only picked one
Just
time.
take-
Yeah,
He's
for
fair.
us. Me.
Yeah.
I was only picked one time. I wasn't head of household that many times.
No, but
Yes.
No.
oh my god, a player from your team was picked for head of household, and therefore you got to make the nominations.
But I wasn't.
Oh my god,
No.
I'm not playing this game with you. I have Doctor Strange from my own team.
I have Alyssa Milano from
We
my
killed
own team.
JL.
I have the Ultimate Warrior from my team.
I have Tony the Tiger from Chris's team.
I like these odds.
That's great.
All right. It's 6, so it's an intellect competition.
I don't like these odds.
Doctor Strange has a 13.
The Warriors got a 9.
Alyssa has 12.
Tony has 12.
So Doctor Strange wins. I'm head of household again. Okay.
Hmm.
I am going to put up.
I think that you should consider this to be an awkward car ride for you.
I feel like you eliminated 2 of her people, and she is allowed to do whatever she wants to make this a less
I
awkward
think.
car ride.
Come on,
Yeah,
buddy,
that's right,
Let's have a secret
Faraz.
meeting here.
Did get rid of-
Eliminated 2
Yes.
of Nicole,
That's right.
who's head of household right
Louise and
now.
Ron
as
could
Maybe
still
we should,
potentially
we
be
should
here
talk.
if Faraz wouldn't have done that.
We
That's
should
right.
get some burrata after this.
Faraz, definitely.
I
Yeah.
think your chances of getting good pizza are gone away.
We're
You've
gonna-
gone from Slice of New York to Papa John's really quick.
We
No,
can
it's
leave.
a Little Caesars.
We,
$5 hot and
we
ready.
can leave here. I'll buy you the burrata. Hmm?
Wasn't that a character in Mortal Kombat?
I don't know.
Baraka.
All
Okay.
I know is Faraz voted 2 of Nicole's people out.
I agree, he did.
All I know is my nominees for eviction are, I'm sorry, but it's Tony the Tiger
What?
and Alyssa Milano.
What?
If you could understand my reasoning,
I don't
Burrata.
understand.
It's burrata. That's her reasoning.
I don't know what that is.
It's cheese. It's like fresh mozzarella.
So
I don't
it's
know what
kind
that
of-
is either.
It's kind of like the outside is mozzarella and the inside is
Can I pick the
ricotta.
Oh my god, it's so good,
It
Chris.
is very
It's
good.
so delicious.
We'll
It's
eat
like,
it after the
if
competition.
you put it on a pizza, it's the best. It just melts
So- Yes.
Okay.
onto your palate.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Dan, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I
because he
didn't
was
know.
eating mac and cheese and everything at bite
Yeah,
night.
you had cheeseburgers.
Yeah,
and
I still eat
everything.
it. He doesn't want to be around me later.
I eat gluten free, but I still drink a ton of beer.
Okay,
Need
so
some
anyway,
fried
who did you
chicken.
pick
So
for the
I
veto
picked-
comp?
Trevor Noah
Trevor Noah.
and my dark horse, the vegetarian zombie.
Alright. So that means Trevor Noah, the vegetarian zombie, Alyssa Milano, and Tony the Tiger are competing in the competition. Chris, since it's 2 of your players, would you like to roll?
No.
Well, do it anyway.
6. Intellect.
We are
So
doing a
it's-
lot of intellect.
We are.
I know.
This
It's,
dice is loaded.
oh boy. Okay, so it's an intellect competition. Tony the Tiger's intellect score is 12, and Alyssa Milano's is 12.
Vegetarian zombie is 2,
Yes.
and Trevor Noah's a 15.
15. So I'm in control.
Mm,
Vegetarian zombie's been there for a while.
Yes,
yeah.
that's why we should have gotten it out when we had the chance.
I voted.
No, you voted against the vegetarian
He was so
zombie.
cute in his own little way.
You voted to keep him.
Yeah, because he was cute in his own little way.
I am going to
Poor guy.
Change it to Charlie Brown.
no.
Does vegetarian zombie have a backstory? Because I don't remember you talking about that.
That's
Yes.
because you were too busy talking about Anakin Skywalker for 10 minutes.
Vegetarian zombie got bit by a carnivore zombie.
I'm going to keep the nominees the same.
What?
So it's still Tony the Tiger and Alyssa Milano up for eviction. Who does everybody vote?
Vegetarian zombie's safe.
Alyssa Milano.
Tony the Tiger.
JL.
No, go ahead for us.
Alyssa Milano.
Tony the Tiger.
All right.
Yes! They're all the dice. Let's excite the ghosts.
All right, this
Who's
is
first?
Alyssa.
Alyssa
Ooh.
has a 5.
That die roll had a metal cling.
Tony.
6. Alyssa leaves. Boy, what an upset.
Timberlake's ex-girlfriend.
Yes, they dated briefly after
I told
he
you.
broke
I
up.
told you. I told you.
Okay.
After he broke up
As if I needed
with...
another reason to be jealous of Justin Timberlake.
Hold on.
All right, so let's
I'm trying
recap the house.
Jessica Biel, Britney Spears, and Alyssa Milano.
I know. Oh my god. Who's he dating now?
He's married to Jessica
Alyssa
Biel.
Milano.
And he has
Oh,
the
Jessica
worst
Biel,
hair.
He
No.
did have the worst hair.
He
He
still
had the
does.
best hair. I was in love with him.
No.
I loved him.
We all know Chris Kirkpatrick was really the greatest member of NSYNC.
No.
With the soul
Followed by
patch.
Joey Fatone.
No.
Maybe that's who I'll pick for season 3.
Who was the other guy? The tall
I
guy.
can't believe neither of us went with Fatone.
No.
It was Lance, right? Lance was no.
Yes, Lance is the gay
Lance
one.
is still
No,
trying
who
to
was
go
the
to
tall
space.
one?
JC.
Yeah, there you go. That was it.
JC, Joey, Chris, Lance, and Justin.
Didn't JC try going solo too?
Do you remember?
Schizophrenic was his album and it was not that good.
Do you remember
He had a
who the
hit
members
single,
of
though.
Backstreet Boys
Yeah,
were?
that was it.
Oh, okay.
I know
It
Backstreet
just
Boys.
was not the best.
All right, so recap the house. Anakin still in. Charlie Brown's still in. Faraz is still in. Faraz is a floater in this house. He's done nothing.
He
What do you
has
mean?
some-
I've done so much. I was like,
You
Your
played in one
character.
POV. That was it. That's all you've done.
I was talking to people. I was probably. Is there a jacuzzi in the place? I was in the
It's jacuzzi.
I was in the jacuzzi.
No, it's a jacuzzi.
It was a
As Dr.
jacuzzi.
Yak
I was
said.
You
in the
realize
jacuzzi.
that if Faraz does win this, the character, he's gonna think he actually won it. It was all part of my evil master plan.
I was trying to invigorate people's minds by talking about politics with them.
Oh boy, that'll get you voted out.
Yes, it would.
So we got-
Don't do that.
Rogue, Ultimate Warrior, Trevor Noah, Tony the Tiger, Vegetarian Zombie, Stephen King, and Doctor Strange. We're narrowing down the field.
All right, everybody, let's pick a player in the HOH competition. I have Charlie Brown from Faraz's team. He's not going to do all that great.
Bitch!
Some
Do you have LL Cool J?
No, I have Anakin Skywalker.
And I have a crumpled up piece of paper.
Oh, God.
I have Stephen King of my own
Oh, my
team.
God. He has 3 chances.
I have Trevor Noah of Nichols.
I've
my
never
gosh.
been so happy to hear Trevor Noah's name in my life.
All right, let's see. It's a 5. It's another intellect competition.
Oh my god.
Charlie Brown gets a 10.
Anakin gets an 11.
15 for Trevor.
I can't math.
We
Oh,
know.
my God. Social plus intellect.
13.
Trevor Noah!
Again.
Wins again. Okay.
I'm smelling future target.
Wait, who? Noah? I tried getting him out earlier, remember? You guys were like,
Yes.
let's put a target on LL Cool J. He's just too
Because
good.
we needed to get rid of the Cool J.
Yes, but now there's a new
Chris O'Donnell was not near the hold him up, alright?
new target.
I am going to nominate Faraz. And I'm going to nominate.
What the hell? I did nothing but like everything you ever wanted.
Okay.
Everything you ever needed.
Let's calm
This
down for a
character has been
second.
everything I ever wanted.
And everything you ever needed
Versus Tony the Tiger.
was here in his house.
Tony the Tiger.
I used to eat that cereal. You can't pit me against.
Yes.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
can.
Thank you.
Yes, I can. I can actually do that because I'm out of hustle.
So when I didn't have Frosted Flakes, I would put sugar on top of corn flakes to pretend that I was eating Tony's cereal.
That's so sad.
No,
So
I
sad.
can't
cute.
fight Tony.
That's because they didn't have Frosted Flakes in Canada.
We did, but like my
They were,
parents didn't want
they
to
were
believe.
called Flutie Flakes because Doug Flutie was considered the greatest
Who
player in
has
the
Tony the
CFL.
Tiger?
Oh.
Do you have Tony the Tiger?
What?
I have Anakin in my hand.
And they were great, eh?
Yeah, that's what Padme said.
No.
Dude, that's a total high five
That
right
was a
there.
good one.
that was awesome. Faraz with the
What's
face.
going on over there?
I'm trying to find Tony the Tiger so I can take him
That's
out.
what she said.
No, we need to pick POV.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to take him out of the right.
found
for
Tony.
POV. Yeah, I know. I got it. Right, just
Are we putting all of them back in?
yeah. Put them all in, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
No one's
that's what she said.
no one's
Faraz
to pick the
picked
veto
2.
players. Faraz is picking the veto players.
Through the back door.
So I picked 2.
2.
Through the back door.
All right. Who do we have for veto players?
I have, get this, you're all ready?
No.
Trevor Noah.
Yes, a solid contender again.
And, oh, this poor guy. Vegetarian zombie.
I love vegetarian.
I do love
zombie.
vegetarian zombie.
Right.
I think he's like warmed up to us. He's probably trending this week.
He's the Puerto Rican little
See, he's been
person
watching. He knows what it means to be
bodybuilder. That's why he's now. Thank you. Vegetarian zombie is the person that you described to me on this season.
I want to know
Who's
more
that?
about him.
The
Who?
little
Oh, the little guy.
Oh,
The little
JC.
guy.
JC.
the
What was-
bodybuilder.
So he was a guy that was just randomly bitten. Like, where did he live? What's
All
his
right.
story?
Let me roll.
We don't know his story. You can't talk.
There should be a movie.
4. Another intellect competition.
Ugh.
Faraz's intellect and social score is 12. Tony the Tiger's is 12. See strategy here. Go on. Vegetarian zombie is 2. And
Trevor Noah is 15.
Hey, what JL said.
Trevor Noah is 15. I am going to keep the nominations the same.
Surprise.
Faraz versus Tony the Tiger.
Faraz.
Tony the Tiger.
Oh, I get a vote?
Yes, you're voting for who you want out.
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Mm.
The scores are just better. He has a better chance. And I think we can keep Faraz a little bit longer and it will be okay. Oh, I just realized what I could have done to make this a really interesting week, and I did not take advantage of it.
You wasted your HOH, is what you did.
I have another chance.
You know who never wasted his? LL Cool J.
Yeah.
I don't
four
want
of
to be the
his.
bearer of bad news, but Chris has one person left.
I have one person left. Oh no, I have 2 left.
Is it Alyssa Milano?
But luckily,
No.
he's close to my
Is
heart.
Alyssa Milano out?
No, it's a vegetarian zombie.
Well,
Alyssa's out?
I have some bad news as well.
Oh, she is.
Oh, we reached our hour?
We need to continue this game.
I was wondering when this thing would end.
It's not over
It's
yet.
not over. It's just
Oh, wait. There's more.
Oh.
But first,
Same bat time, same bat channel?
what?
Are you serious?
So
I can't
stay
even right
tuned for part 2 of this show. In the meantime, check out the Facebook group, Podcast 42,
show.
official Facebook group, and check out our Patreon. And if you don't feel like donating, there's free stuff on there too.
Can we address the fact she doesn't understand the reference? The same bat time, same bat
Who
channel?
doesn't
She's your
understand?
girlfriend.
Nicole.
You don't understand that reference?
Oh my god.
That is your girlfriend.
It's from the
You need to
60s TV
educate
show.
her.
No.
That's how they would close it.
No.
And then the bat would spin.
No.
It would always end in a
Peter
cliffhanger.
Griffin didn't sing the same song.
It's a dinosaur.
All right, who are you guys?
I'm Nicole Fasone.
After eyes.
That got
I am
confusing.
so bewildered right now.
I'm
Sorry.
JL Tros.
Bye.
Anybody?
We all
No?
can
Okay,
hear.
bye. Bye,
Fare thee well.
everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
You are no longer listening to Podcast 42.
Some of the stuff you just heard might have been embellished, made up, or just plain incorrect. In other words, don't use this show to write a book report with. You will get a bad grade. Just like all the hosts.
But I'm not done yet!
JL's Beer Cooler is written and performed by Cremo. Cremo is an award-winning actor and musician. For all things Cremo, including more great music, visit Cremo.com. That's spelled Craymo. He is on Twitter at Cremo. Facebook, just search Cremo Music, and also on YouTube under, you guessed it, Cremo.